To make our evergreen trees, we need to pick 3 colors. You can use any size paper that you want, but they have to be the same size. We are using 9 by 12 paper, and I have yellow, pink, and green here. The first thing we have to do is fold them in half, hamburger style. Okay. Now remember, hamburger style is nice and fat and juicy, like I like to say, and it's not long and skinny like a hot dog. When you do this, try to line up the corners the best that you can. You can use the help of a neighbor to do this. So do this to all 3 papers. Okay, now it does not matter the order of which you make your trees. They're all going to be the same, but we're going to pick one to start. So I'll start with my pink, and I'm going to put it in front of me like it's a book. So that means if I was to open it up and read it like a book, I could start right away. So it's not turned like this, because we don't read a book like that. We read a book like this. And now I'm going to draw my tree. We are drawing half of the tree. So we're going to start on the left edge here, on the crease. Make sure you're not on the open side, and draw the half. You can do a swoop, you can do more of a zigzag, or if you want to just do a diagonal line going down, you can do that too. The more zigzags or swoops you have, the harder it is to cut out. So keep it simple. Starting just below the corner, I'm going to go down, over, down, over, down, over, down, over, down, over, down, until I hit the bottom edge here. I want to go as close to this corner down here as I can. If I go straight down and end over here, I'll end up with a really skinny tree. All of our trees are going to look different. Your tree will not look exactly like mine. Next, I will take my scissors and cut it out. When you cut it out, make sure that you're cutting both pages at the same time. And stay on your line the very best that you can. If you're having a hard time with your scissors, here's a couple tricks. Make sure that your paper goes all the way into the scissors. So I'm bringing it all the way in, then I'm turning and slowly closing it. If you're having a hard time getting your hand in there, you can go to the outside and just cut away that extra paper. So I'm bringing my scissors all the way in, turning it, cutting it. Take your time. When you're done, you'll end up with some scrap papers. Just put those to the side, and you'll end up with a whole tree. Fold that again. Take your next piece of paper and put it inside. Okay? You should be able to open that paper. Okay, because what we're doing is we're tracing our next tree. If you cannot open the paper, like I can't open and read the inside of that green paper, that's not correct. The creases, the folds should line up. Make sure the edge is lined up, and then trace. You must trace. You must trace. Our trees, we want them to be as close to the same thing as possible. We don't want a little tiny tree, and then a big tree, and then a medium tree. We want them all to be as close to the same size that we can get. I am using a marker, but I would like you to use pencil so you can erase any mistakes you use. And again, I'm going to cut this out. Scissors all the way in, turn towards the side. All the way in, turn towards the side. Take your time. Stay on the line the best that you can. That's what's going to help your trees to be the same. I'll have some scraps. And my tree. And I'm going to do this one more time. Is that correct? No. Make sure that your yellow will open up. Or whatever color you have. You can pick any colors that you want. Last time I'm going to trace that. I'm making sure the bottom is nice and lined up. And I'm tracing the edge very carefully. Okay. Again, 2 scraps. And now I have 3 trees. Now, there is a very easy way to glue these all together. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but keep them folded. They might stick up a little bit. You're going to unscrew your glue, so there'll be a gap in between there. Some of them are harder to use than others. If it's clogged, grab a different one. And put just a small line of glue around the outside. You have to go fast with these glue bottles. If you go slow, you end up with way too much glue. Then take your next tree, keep it folded, and place it on top. I am very carefully making sure that my edges are lined up, so I shouldn't be able to see the tree underneath. Then I'm going to put some glue on top of that one. And put my next folded tree on top, making sure that the edges are all lined up. Push it down. I shouldn't have any globs of glue anywhere. And if I open it up, I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, where you see the 2 different colors of paper, they have to be connected. So I'll put glue on one side. Okay. Then I will just push these 2 together. And I end up with my tree. I need to make sure that my name is on this. We will be decorating these, so I don't want to write my name very big. I'm just going to put it nice and small towards the bottom edge so I can erase it or move it if I need to. And I'm going to put my class code, so this one would be 2S. And that is how we make and assemble our evergreen tree.